Meanwhile, the Republican and Democrat representatives met again in the White House in an effort to hammer out a solution to the U.S. debt ceiling crisis. This meeting comes a day after U.S. President Joe Biden held talks with White House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Again, though, there are no signs of progress as the deadline to raise the government's $31.4 trillion borrowing limit ticks closer. The two parties remain deeply divided about how to rein in the federal deficit, with Democrats arguing that the wealthy Americans should pay more taxes, while the Republicans want spending cuts.
Are you going to the White House again anytime soon?
I don't have. We're not there yet. So, I mean, it's difficult because you've got to be able to, you take a couple days to write the bill, you got 72 hours here, then you got the Senate to act. I mean, this is why all the way back in February, we wanted to have an agreement well in advance. And fortunately, Republicans have passed the bill. Otherwise, think of where we'd be today.
According to the negotiators, there is still a significant gap between the House Republicans and the White House on how to resolve the looming debt ceiling deadline.
This is urgent, but this is not political. This is about doing the work of and the business of the American people. This is something that we have said over and over again for the past 5 months, that this is for Congress to act. This is their constitutional duty. So we've been very clear, and we've shown urgency from here. And look, we think Republicans saying that the White House is not showing any urgency is a ridiculous question, is a ridiculous statement for them to be making.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen earlier warned that the federal government could no longer have enough money to pay all its bills as on June 1st, which would cause a default that would hammer the U.S. economy and push borrowing costs higher. Let's now tell you, what does the debt ceiling battle mean for your money? A default would mean that those owed money by the federal government won't get it. These parties include holders of Treasury securities, Social Security recipients, members of the military and Medicare providers. Neglecting to pay bondholders could result in credit rating companies' Treasury debt as well, further sending shockwaves across the global financial system, leading to a downgrade in credit rating agencies and also dip in the consumer confidence. And this in turn would result in higher borrowing costs for the government and everyday businesses, pushing the U.S. economy into a recession.